me bring you that breaking news about Nigel Farage from an interview he's done this morning. They're on a rival broadcaster. I've never heard of them. LBC something? Never heard of them. Didn't work for them for 4 years at all. Nigel Farage has said that he would be willing to lead a merged Reform Conservative Party. He said, as Reform UK leader, he would not lead the Tories as it currently is, but predicted that a new party is likely to emerge after the general election. He asked if he could rule out one day leading the party. He said, Conservatives, I think something new is going to emerge on the centre-right. I don't know what it's called, but do I think I'm capable of leading a national opposition to a Labour Party with a big majority where I can stand up and hold them to account on issues? Yes. And asked if he'd be happy to lead a merged party, he replied, yes. He said they, meaning the Tories, may be dead. They may well be dead. This may well be the end of their journey. I'll be prepared to lead the centre-right in this country. Now, bearing in mind, Philip Ingram, that the Reform on the latest YouGov poll were just 1 point behind the Tories. Interesting, actually, and a few points behind them then are the Liberal Democrats.
Yeah.
I mean, the other parties are creeping up, but the damage seems to be done to the Tories rather than to Labour. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's fascinating. That 1 point behind isn't going to translate into a similar number of seats, no. and that's the way our electoral system works. But I think
Tories will still, I mean, unless there is a seismic change. So Canada was it 1983 or whatever it was. We are looking at the Tories still being the official opposition.
Yes, exactly. But I think Nigel Farage, this is a bit of a his fantasy job. The one thing he would love to do is to be the leader of the opposition, because he doesn't have any responsibility then, and he can do what Nigel's very good at and complain about everything and shout people down and not have to have the substance
He does, to be
behind.
fair, I don't think he shouts people down. In his, but it's much
He'll
easier
argue,
to be in opposition.
he'll argue them down. He'd be very good in opposition.
I tell you what, in the last few years, it would have been nice to have an opposition party of any kind. Because basically we've had thumbs up to pretty much everything. Again, I always thought if Labour had been in charge in lockdown, okay, they might have done longer lockdowns, for longer, sooner, and harder, which is what they've always been calling for. Would have cost us more, I think. However, at least the Tories would probably have had the gumption then to oppose them after the first one. But there we are. Yeah. Let's get to your calls and your texts, because the question I'm asking you is very straightforward. Do you trust Labour? Tell us why you do. Tell us why you don't. This after Keir Starmer's got his manifesto launched starting in half an hour's time. They're pledging to make wealth creation a Labour government's main priority. Do you trust Labour on that? By the way, if you want to get in touch about Nigel Farage saying that he'd be willing to lead a merged Reform Tory party, love to hear your thoughts on that as well. Let's go to those phone lines now. 0344 499 1000 is the number to call. Jackie has done just that, and she's in Manchester. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, Julia, and congratulations for surviving another day in this election.
Can we all just have a little well done to everybody? 3 weeks in. Well done, everyone. By the way, Jackie, 3 weeks to go.
Yes, and counting. My thoughts are that you can't create wealth while you've got radical net zero policies, and Labour is radical because they're going to decarbonise the grid in 6 years' time. Yeah. They're going to ban cars, diesel and petrol cars.
And hybrids. To be fair, so are the Tories. They're just doing it 5 years later. They're both insane.
Yes. And the thing is, the private sector generates the wealth in this country.
Exactly.
And if you penalise them with higher energy costs, have a guess what? We're not competitive, so therefore we're not going to grow and we're not going to create wealth.
Can I say, ta-da! Hey, everybody! Voters like Jackie get it. How come all those experts in the political parties don't get this?
Well, I couldn't possibly comment, Julia.
It is. I despair. Even the writing up of a lot, and I was looking at, what has Labour announced already? Because frankly, it's difficult to keep track which policies have been announced by which parties. And we're told the manifesto's got no surprises in it. So what have they already announced? And again, this whole their energy policy and what they're going to do in terms of clean energy by 2030. No, not energy or clean power. No, that's just electricity. It's only a fifth of our energy needs. And actually, by the way, it is quite normal that something like a third or so of our electricity is produced by gas in any given year. I mean, but they want to get rid of all of that. I mean, it's insane.
It is insane, and I think that they need to come under far more scrutiny, Labour, on what they're proposing, because it will be disastrous for this country.
Yeah, but the key thing is, of course, most of the media are signed up to the madness as well. BBC, Sky News, ITV, Channel 4. loads of the papers as well. The Times has signed up to it. The Sun has pretty much signed up to it. Certainly all the left-wing papers, Mirror, Guardian. It's only really the Telegraph and a little bit the Mail that are going, guys, this doesn't make sense. The numbers don't add up. And again, I've always said, if you have a proper debate, if we'd had a referendum on this, not a chance it would get through. Would you like to be poorer and not save the planet? I'm not sure people vote for that.
No, that's why they won't let us have a referendum.
Yes, but yeah, they're not keen on referendums, people in power, are they? Funny that. I wonder why. Jackie, fabulous call, talking far more sense than virtually every one of our politicians there, Philip Ingram. Let's get some more text messages and other messages. Do you trust Labour? Tell us why. James says, yeah, wealth creation. They will create wealth and then tax the hell out of your new wealth. I don't mind people being taxed who've got wealthy. I think if you got, I'm in favour of the broader shoulders. It's a question of at what point is it too much? And I think anything over 50%, and that's including national insurance and everything else, is too much.
And the trouble is, with new tax regimes that come in, it tends to hit those that are paid least a greater proportion. And that isn't being...
I think people just want to feel it's fair. And they want to feel also that people, the very wealthy don't pay a lot of tax. I mean, but the top 1% earners in this country pay... wasn't it the best part of a third of all the tax? So maybe stop slagging them off, everybody, because they're paying for most of us.
And they employ most of the other people that are there, so they may not pay.
Also, most people who are in that, most of them are actually self-made in this country.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure why we're the politics of envy in this country I find very troubling, I have to say. Anthony's also on the line. He says it's not just Starmer people are going to have trouble trusting, but Angela Rayner as well. And don't even get me started on David Lammy. I'll believe wealth creation when I see it. And again, you're saying the government doesn't create wealth. That's where it comes from.
And again, Angela Rayner was another supporter of Jeremy Corbyn. She's getting away scot-free in all of this analysis that's going on at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. How much power does a deputy leader have is the question mark, isn't it? Ali's message to say, of course I don't trust Labour. Wealth redistribution, not creation, is in their ideological DNA. Dave says Labour are not wealth creators. History has proven they tax and squander until the money runs out. And Mark says creating wealth is not the problem, distributing it is. Sam says Labour used to be for working classes. What's happening with social housing? And Lisa says wealth creation for the government by raising taxes, he means. Socialists always make everyone poorer, but the government. Interesting to get those thoughts. Do come in with your thoughts. Do get in touch also about that revelation from Nigel Farage, where he has said, yes, he would be happy to consider leading a merged Conservative Reform Party after the election. I'll put the cat among the pigeons, won't it? It says no deal before an election, but could do that after. Well, we'll see.